Hi girls! So these are the nails we are going to be doing today, and I am so thrilled with these. Now I'm going to be the first person to admit that I had not the slightest clue what I was doing. I watched a couple of videos on the stippling thing, but in all honesty, I've never done this before. I had no clue what I was doing, and I think they came out pretty good, so it's obviously not that hard. Now this hand came out a little more smudged with the blue into the white than this hand. I think it's just the way I put on my top coat or something, I'm not sure, but they're not perfect, but they're pretty good, and with a look like this, they don't have to be perfect. So obviously I didn't say, but these are the Mystique nails. And what you'll need is a good white. I used kind of a creamy white just because that's what I had, but I think these would look gorgeous with like a pearly white. And this kind of blue. Now I have no idea how to describe this kind of blue. I've been using it a lot this summer, and it's kind of like a dark sky blue. I don't know. If you know what kind of color this is, comment down below and let me know, because I'm obsessed with this color nail polish and I have no idea what it's called. And then you'll just need a makeup sponge that you're going to tear up, a toothpick, a piece of paper, and I use a little cuticle stick. Now, this is a tip that I don't think I've ever seen anywhere, but I don't clean up around my nails with nail polish. Now, as you can see, these ones I have not cleaned up at all, or use nail polish remover or anything like that. I don't own one of those pens. I don't use Q-tips because I'm not very graceful, and I have learned over the years that if I try to clean up around my finger and around my cuticle and everything with a Q-tip or polish remover or one of those pens, all I'm going to succeed in doing is messing up my nail polish. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. So what I do is, when my nail polish is still tacky but not dry, is I take this pointed stick, this is just a cuticle stick for cleaning under your nails, and I run it along the edge of my nail so that the nail polish doesn't stick to the side of my finger, and I'll do that around my cuticle if I feel necessary. Then I'll wait until my nail polish is completely dry, and then I just take a basic nail brush, put a little soap on it, and scrub around my finger, and the nail polish won't come off your nail and will just slide right off of your finger. So you don't risk messing up your nail polish or anything like that. So that's what I do to clean up around my nails. And with this kind of technique, you do get a lot of stuff around your nails. I mean, I have it under my nail, I have it around there. Washing it with a nail brush will take it all off, so don't worry about that. As always, I will have a list of all the products on my blog, and that link will be down in the info section, and that's it. So let's get started. Okay, to get started, you're going to want to paint a white base coat on your nails. I did 2 coats. Mine have a little bit of a blue tinge. That's just from washing my hair, so don't worry about that. And you can use either a creamy white or a pearlescent white. So I used a creamy white just because that's what I have. So after painting my nails twice with the top coat, or with the white coat, I'm going to take my makeup sponge and I'm just going to kind of rip and try and rip a straight edge. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of rip it like that. Just use a cheap, like, little sponge that you can get from the dollar store or something like that. I'm going to start off, I'm going to put 2 drops of white. And then I'm going to do 1 drop of blue. And that was a little more than I intended, but it's not a big deal. You're going to want to take your Q-tip or your toothpick, and you're going to kind of swirl these and mix them together. You don't want to completely mix them together. You just want to swirl them a little bit like that. Now I'm going to take my makeup sponge, and I'm going to use the torn side, and you're going to want to split your nail into about fourths. So I'm going to go about a fourth. Excuse me, I'm going to go about a fourth of the way up, dip my makeup sponge in that, kind of pat it off, and just very lightly start that about a fourth of the way up. Now we're going to mix a new puddle, and you're going to want 1 drop of blue and 1 drop of white. And then just go to about halfway on your nail and do that. And now we're going to just drop a couple of drops of just blue. And then go back in and do just our tips in that. Now you're just going to want to go through with your cuticle stick and just run along the edges and take off any polish that is around the edges. We're not going to worry about cleaning up the rest of it, just the edges right now. Now we're going to let this set for about 2 to 5 minutes, not dry all the way, and then we're going to put on our top coat. Okay, now that your nails have had a chance to set a little bit, you don't want them dry all the way. You're going to want to take a top coat. I find that the cheap, fast dry top coats work best for this. And you're going to want to get a lot of the excess off and push kind of hard when you're doing it this time. And that's going to make it streak a little bit and go over the same area several times. And it's going to streak like that. So it's going to get rid of all your little stippling marks and kind of blend the colors together a little bit more. And so this is what you should be left with. Okay, so here are our finished nails, and this side came out a little more blue than this side. I don't find a big deal with that. If you want a little more white after you put your top coat on, just take your sponge, flip it over, put a little bit of white on the paper, dip it in, and then just go over the white and then redo the top coat again. Or if you want a little more blue, do the same thing with the blue. It's not really difficult. You can even them out or work with them to your liking. But I kind of like them imperfect and kind of messed up. So I would love to see your pictures on these, so post them on my Facebook or tweet them to me. I always look at them. And that's it. I'll see you girls next time. Have a great night.